Felipe again, once more here with Dania. We are going to continue with the lasso subject that we started yesterday. Nice to see you people moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head, everyone. Both sides. Circling the arm. Also both sides, people. The other arm. And the hips. Also both sides, everyone. Dropping on the floor. Loosen the hips. Make sure your hips are moving side to the side, counting to 10. Bridging. 10 times each side, everyone. And hip escaping. Also 10 times each side. Hip escaping forward, people. One side. The other side. 10 times each side. We're gonna sit and bring yourselves up without using the hands, just moving the hips forward. Make sure, people, that your hips are as low as possible. Touching your heels with your butt. 5 times each side, everyone. Up and down. Rolling back and forth over the shoulder. Pay attention, people, to stay in the same line. Controlling the hips. 5 times each side. Also back and forth. Rolling sideways to the right and to the left. 5 times each side. And doing the guard retention motion. As I rotate to the sides, I invert, my hip comes up, I'm gonna sit forward. Same thing, shoulder drop, hips elevate, and sitting forward, as we've been doing in the past classes. Also 5 times each side, people, and we're gonna move to the partner drills. Let's go. All right, everyone, so repeating the drill that we did yesterday, situation in which Dana is gonna have the closed guard. I'm here with my hands on her belt, postured up. A lot of the times Dana is not gonna be able to break my posture, so going to the lasso is a good alternative. What Dana is going to do is move her hip. So she moved the hip to the left. That means that she's gonna get the lasso with her left leg as well. Pay attention, everyone, that she's keeping my hand at all times close to her waist, okay? Using the grip that she has. I'm not being able to retrieve my arm right here. She's gonna rotate her foot from the outside to the inside until her toes reach my armpit. As soon as she establishes the position, she's gonna square the hips. And you guys could see that at the moment that she squared the hips, my shoulder tilted to the side because of the control. Realize, people, keep your opponent's hand here close to your thighs, okay? Don't let this arm extend, because if this arm extends and I'm able to rotate the hand, I'm gonna start breaking her grip, all right? So, to the other, she's gonna establish the lasso, square the hips. You guys can see that my shoulder is tilted, can no longer retrieve my hand. That's gonna have a good control. To undo the lasso, she's gonna hip escape to the same side, undo her leg, she's gonna go back and she's gonna hip escape to the other side. Realize, people, she's pulling my sleeve, her foot goes around under my armpit, she squares the hip, she gets the lasso, you can see that my hand is in so I cannot rotate, she's gonna hip escape, undo the lasso, and we're just going to go back and forth on the side. First hip escaping, get the lasso, square the hips. Hip escape, undo the lasso, and to the other side, doing the same thing. We did this exercise yesterday. If you guys require more details, but I just want to see you guys understanding the control a bit. Keep going, Daniel. Right? 3 minutes, one of you on top, the other one on the bottom, and then you guys can switch Whoever's on the bottom get on top. No need to be fast, just understanding the control. Let's hit today's position, people. All right, everyone, so what we're going to do right now is work with a variation from yesterday's sweep. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check yesterday's class. I'm not only talking about a sweep, but a lot of concepts here from lasso that are going to be important for you. All right, so I'm here with Dania. I established my lasso and I went for my sweep. And a lot of the times what happens is that Dania realizes that when I have her right arm trapped, I want to throw her over her right shoulder. So what Dania is going to do on the same side is to elevate her knee, okay, and drop her hip. You guys can see that when this happens, if I try to use my body to move her shoulder, this is no longer working for me, especially because then it became too heavy here. So if I try to bring her to the right, she's gonna keep her weight to the left, and this is gonna be complicated for me. So what I need to do at this point is to go a little bit deeper, all right? So I can bring my shoulder under her hip, and I can move. So since I'm controlling her pants here on the other side, what I'm going to do is using the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go all the way here on her shin. As I do this, people, I'm gonna start rotating my hip until I am here under her head. You guys can see now that as I start extending my hip, I'm already moving her shoulder forward and breaking her balance. From here, I can just move forward. If I want, I can close a triangle or I can push my own foot. I'm gonna keep controlling her leg. I'm gonna start moving my hip forward. As I bring her down, I'm already on top. I can undo the lasso and end up on the side control. So one more time, I set my lasso guard. I went for the sweep. Dania lift her knee and dropped her hip. So I'm trying to move Dania. Even though there's a weight difference here, cannot beat physics, right? Her weight is too much on the other side. So from here, let go of the pants, back of the hand in front of the shin, and I'm gonna start moving my head under her hip. So from here, I either close the triangle, I push my own foot, or just keep it tight, move my hip forward. Realize, people, as I move my hip forward, so goes my shoulder. I'm gonna drop it down, end up on top, let go of the lasso, and I finish here on the side control. Just like we saw yesterday, people, set up Dania. This also works if Dania is on her feet. Okay, a lot of the times I'm gonna try to sweep, and Dania's gonna start moving backwards, okay? She's stepping backwards. So for me to move her shoulder forward is complicated because Dania is putting all of her weight on the other side. So I'm trying to bring, but Dania is keeping her weight away from me. Same thing, everyone. Back of the hand in front of her shin, all the way on the other side. I'm gonna move myself under her hip. From here, elevate the hip, push forward, Dania falls, and I end up on the side control. Okay? So if you feel a little bit of resistance, if you're trying to bring your opponent's shoulder to the other side and it's not working, it's probably because your opponent is keeping the weight on the opposite side so your opponent can keep him or herself stable. Just go a little bit further on your opponent and you get the sweep. Okay? Trying to with each other, everyone, as much as you want, no time limit. First, step by step so you guys can understand, and then you guys can speed up connecting the steps a little bit faster. All right, let's practice a little bit, people. All right, people, same exercise as yesterday. Okay, we just want to practice a little bit of the lasso. People on the bottom, main thing is to keep the control and not let your opponent pass. If you guys are able to get a sweep, great. People on top, trying to pass, but again, people, if you're on top, put like 30, 40, maximum 50% resistance so your opponent can understand the control and the position. So here then it's gonna start already here with the lasso. And guys, I'm gonna give you the option. I'm still gonna talk about the spider lasso, but if you're already familiar with the position and you wanna start with the spider lasso like Dani is going to do right now, also up to you. Okay, this gives you a little bit more stability. If not, just a regular lasso is okay. So from here, I'm gonna be trying to pass. Then he's keeping a good control. I'm gonna try to free my hand. Then he's switching, putting the lasso back. You guys can see that as long as she has a good control, very hard to get rid of her, okay? And if you guys on the bottom manage to get a sweep, go for the sweep. Good for you, back from the beginning, and keep working. If the person on top passes, good job, back from the beginning, keep working. All right, 3 minutes one of you on top, and the other one on the bottom. Then you guys can add some rolls to it, as usual. All right, people, just be safe, be healthy. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.